All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Greenbox Gaming. Plays a little something, play some Delta Green, something a little on the side from Puppet Shows and Shadow Plays while Brad is not with us. Thoughts and prayers, wherever Brad is. Something that I will tell you what the name of it is now. Thank you for joining us for Delta Green, The Button.
What?
Okay. Button.
They just call it The Button?
Delta Green, The Button, written by Will Roy. This is a very well-known shotgun scenario.
Okay, cool. Fun.
So, thank you,
Now
Will
that
Roy.
we've encountered the button,
now that you've encountered
we
the
can
button.
know what it is. Yeah.
So, last time, because we want to make the most use of our one-shot time for this, we're going to dive right off into it. Though, that being said, Dace was saying in the interim's time, he's like, I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah. It's a fact.
Yeah, but I was saying to Jean, I was like, the when you guys did Unearthed, right? Unearthed was, just completely balls to the wall. Just immediately, just no warm up, no warning, and that was very wild. But it came, you kind of got it figured out, like kind of what was up, right?
Yeah.
I thought you guys did a great job in that. I think you guys are doing a great job on this one too.
Thanks, John.
I don't know. What do you think of Dace?
Can you give me a Spark Notes play-by-play? Like, what are the major points that have happened?
Okay. You guys, the two of you, Tobias and Rodrick, you guys were called in. You guys both live in New Orleans. It is 1991. You guys have been pulled up to Baton Rouge by your handler, codenamed Duke, who has brought you guys up here, says, hey, listen, we've got this guy. We've gotten some reports. This guy named Roshan Singh at LSU. He has published some paper. They're working on containing the paper. The paper has some hydrogeometric qualities. We want you to find Roshan Singh. We want you to, if at all possible, the best outcome here is to recruit him as a friendly. Do that through Tobias's connections with the Rand Corporation, right? A bunch of geniuses, doing like high-level statistic analysis of complicated things. If not, at least silence him. Tell him to convince him somehow to stop talking about this, stop sharing it, whatever he's doing, just stop it, if at all possible. Bribe him, convince him, threaten him, whatever it takes. Try to avoid bloodshed. We're not going to have your back. If you go and you put a bullet in someone, you're going to have cops come after you. Like, we're not going to help you, right? You guys went to the to Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge. You go to the Pentagon Annex. You get a redacted version of this paper. You see that has something to do with microelectronics. Microelectronics, something about the nuclear department, the nuclear science department. You guys make your way to the mechanical engineering department. You have an interaction, and off the back of a fumble, a professor comes out. This professor, Sigmund, he comes out with a security person and says, listen, what do you know about Roshan? What do you know about Mr. Singh? Where is he? And through the course of this back and forth, not only does it appear that Roshan is gone, but also two other students who you did not know the name of. You guys are able to get out of there. You're told by the receptionist, Sarah and Elijah are missing. Are they missing too? I didn't know they were missing. She basically gives you Sarah's address. You guys then go to Sarah's address. You find her roommate, Molly, there, who's been taking care of a basically catatonic Sarah, who is another, young engineering student who is sitting here in front of this device, this small cylindrical device, just big enough to kind of hold in the hand, with a button on one side and a light on the other. And every time the light goes off, she clicks the button. Every time the light goes off, she clicks the button. Complete catatonic. You convince Molly, hey, we're the good guys. We're here. We're friends. We've got her. You go to work. We've got this. You guys start snooping around. You find unredacted versions of this design. You also find a note by the answering machine that says Baton Rouge Psychiatric ? Elijah ? Some type of note that had been left there by either Molly or Sarah. And then Tobias, who is very, very smart, very, very smart in all things sciencey and mathematics, as opposed to Rodrick, who's pretty smart with some stuff, but he's a bruiser. He's a big burly firefighter. Tobias, you start looking into this, and because you have a high microelectronics, high mechanics, high electrics, high mathematics, high occult,
That's too much.
and you
It's
have
very
an
bad.
unnatural skill, you are able to see past all of this. You actually find that this, after Rodrick actually knocks the device out of her hands and stomps at the ground, you're looking at the diagrams. You find that this device shouldn't work at all. This device should not pass an electric current across it, but somehow it does. And not only does it, you think that it actually passes an electronic current from one end of this device to the other before it's actually triggered. And you think that the pattern of the device itself, the way that the circuitry is laid out, is actually reminiscent of a hypergeometric symbol. And that's where you kind of nod out for a minute. You know, as you take a bunch of sandy damage, Rodrick manages to keep it together. He destroys the papers. And that's where we pick up. You guys here in Sarah and Molly's apartment. What are you going to do?
Quick side note.
Go ahead.
Every single time I learned about a new electronic component, like an operational amplifier or any kind of electronic component, like a diode, it is like this. It is like magic. It's like, how the fuck should this work? You're telling me that quantum tunneling lets this electron pass through and somehow a signal goes through? It's this reaction, and I think I caught myself drooling multiple times when learning about this stuff. This is just triggering right now.
Right.
This is a real life autobiography.
Yeah, so Tobias, you are kind of coming back. You're kind of like getting back to your feet. You know, Rodrick is destroying these papers.
Hey man,
what are you guys doing?
get your shit together. What is wrong with you?
I just be like, oh, Jesus Christ. Rodrick, what do you know about hypergeometry?
Oof.
I don't know much about that.
This term is probably decently foreign to you, but being that you've been in Delta Green and probably around Tobias, this means magic. Essentially, hypergeometry is the science term for magic.
That seemed like
Have you ever
bullshit
read
to me.
Wheel of Time?
The Wheel of Time series.
No.
Are you familiar with Aes Sedai?
Categorically no.
Oh. Did you ever watch Star Wars?
You don't have to find the perfect
Tobias,
thing.
Let me just stop
Did you
you
ever
right
watch
there.
Star
I know
Wars?
fire axes and I know fires. And you know
Surely
what?
you watched Star Wars.
Tobias, have you watched Apocalypse Now?
I'm not sure if that's been made yet.
It
was definitely
absolutely
been made.
has.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I know, my friend. I don't
Okay.
care much for all this geometry and mathematical bullshit, but we need to get a job done. Stay focused, man. When you're in a high pressure situation, you gotta stay focused. You just gotta double down on what's important. Who do we need to find?
You're right.
And how do we need to kill whatever needs to be killed?
You're right, Rodrick. You're right. I got out there for a little bit. I'm back now. I'm back.
If you
What do we need to
mention, what is the movie you just mentioned?
Star Wars?
Wheel. If you mention Wheel of Time one more time, I'm gonna slap you.
I don't respond well to threats, Rodrick.
Well, I respond well to starting fires, my friend.
So again, what's left of the device is on the ground. Sarah's here. Are you guys doing anything with her? Are you doing anything with the device? What are we doing?
I'll pick up the device.
In pieces?
Yeah.
It's shattered.
Is it in pieces now?
Yeah, he stomped on it. Yeah, I mean it's easy enough. It's like
I'll
it's
still pick it up.
It's just a few pieces. Like, you know, it's like you could pick it up, stick in a sandwich bag or something. I don't know. Like, and even if you look at it, I'm not going to make you roll anything because you already looked at the diagram. Like you look at it and it's like you can see this setup in here, and this setup, this shouldn't work, and you saw it working, and now thinking about watching Sarah, the light come on, and then her clicking it. It's like, was she setting off the light, or was the light setting off her? Like you're not sure the directionality of this anymore, and again, just that kind of existential dread in you is getting kind of popping up.
There's no way I could reassemble the pieces right here.
Oh, you have everything you need.
No. If Rodrick sees that he's trying to do that, he's gonna actually smack it out of his hands again and smack him in the face.
Okay.
First choice, best choice.
Roderick's gonna try and smack him in the face and smack it out of his hands. What do we need to do here?
Are you attempting? If you're not attempting to hurt him, I'm not gonna say are you going to stop Rodrick from knocking this out of your hands? Or what?
Honestly, I think Rodrick would be a little frustrated and would want to hurt him. So I think he would probably try and punch him in the head.
Okay, roll me an unarmed roll. Would you like to dodge? Or fight back?
I don't think I'll do either. I think Tobias is just hunched over, trying to reassemble these parts. So yeah, no.
All right.
That's a success, 21 under 80.
That's a success, unless I'm mistaken. An unarmed attack. I think you're going to roll a d4 of damage if you're just fucking whacking the shit out of him. So give me your damage roll.
That's a 3.
Oh no.
It just smacks him in the face.
Okay, so you are attempting to... Are you attempting to lay him out? Because you're about to fucking lay him out.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He realizes this is a problem. It's either lose his partner and see him in a catatonic state, or send him into a catatonic state himself.
Right, the old-fashioned way. The classic.
And he can understand that first part.
The neurological reboot. So here's the problem: is you have a strength of 17, which means you get +2 on your unarmed damage. So you just did 5 damage.
Jesus, 5 damage.
Okay.
That's heavy go.
So, kablow! You just got rocked.
What the hell are you doing?
And you are effectively stunned. I don't know if you're going to try to do anything or not immediately after, but...
No, I think Tobias would just lay on the floor for a second, hey. I don't know if you've ever been properly punched in the face.
Maybe not.
It fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts.
And so he's just laid on the floor the fuck, Rodrick? What the fuck?
Why you gotta go fucking around with that hypergeometry shit? And he's gonna pick it all up, because I guess he's now laid flat. Tobias is laid flat, and he's gonna put it in a bin and burn it. You don't need to be fucking around with that. Look at that woman.
Maybe they have a garbage disposal. You can just
just grind that shit up. Yeah. Were you not listening to me?
And I think Tobias is kind of scrambling away from Rodrick, on his elbows and ass, I was just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here, Rodrick.
No, that's not our job. We were told to get this motherfucker in, Roshan Singh, and to get him silenced, contained, or recruited, not to solve a fucking Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
All right.
Breathing hard.
You remember that goddamn house that I pulled you out of? Can he somehow apply some first aid?
Yeah. Give me a first aid.
Okay.
There's no...
All right, he'll try and find some bandages or some...
Take a plus... I'm going to say you have all the time in the world to get a bag of ice and do all that. You're not in a
I'm
hurry.
so sorry. But that was dangerous.
Rodrick approaches him, Tobias will shy away from him.
Yeah,
No, don't fucking touch me.
I'm going to say I'm going to give you a +20 on that, so that would still succeed.
All right. So that's fine. So he'll get in. He'll kind of like he'll do a bit of a noogie, but with an ice pack, and like, oh, you Tobias, you're fine. It's all right. And he's got gigantic fucking biceps.
Or maybe
that will
Tobias
just constrain you.
or maybe Tobias just takes the ice pack from you and puts it on his face, right? You know,
Am I getting non-consensually healed?
Yeah. He's getting a healing noogie.
The noogie of healing.
No, I really think that Tobias just wouldn't take the healing. I think he would just like shy away.
All right. Well, if you don't want any of it, then you will not get any healing.
Well, then I guess we should just move on. So at this point,
Lead the
Rodrick's a
way.
man of action.
Okay.
It seems you're incapable of doing so I will. And he will probably move over to try and tend to Sarah and try and
You
engage
just
in dialogue.
destroyed all of our evidence, so please show me your plan.
He's going to ignore that and try and talk to Sarah. Is there any way that he can like get through to her?
You're going to have to roll me a psychotherapy or something like that.
That's a fail. 84 over 10.
She is beside herself. I mean, it's not just she's a broken woman. You know, this is, you're not sure exactly what it is like, and you're kind of hearing what Tobias has said. Something about this device has broken her mentally.
Okay. He is it's very clear for him. Roderick's going to be like, Tobias, help me get this woman into our car. It's a 4-door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're going to take her with us. And
what if I don't?
I think he's
going to punch me again?
No, not this time. But if you start fucking around with things you don't understand, I might just do so.
Okay. Let's get her in the car.
It's not hard.
Can we tie her up? Can we just...
She seems to have not a lot of agency in and of herself. She's basically catatonic. Like you can get her up and lead her by her hand and say, Sarah, come with me, and she'll come with you. She doesn't really do much. You tell her, hey, you open the car. Okay, sit down here. She sits in the car. You have to put her seatbelt on for her.
Right. So she's very pliable, compliant.
Right.
Okay.
What's happening next? You guys have now removed her from the house.
Whoa, Jesus. All right. We need to find Elijah.
Was there anything else in the house that's like unnatural? Just the components that I was working with?
You guys did a search. You found the diagrams and the components. It sounds like you destroyed both. There's Sarah, so you have her, so you need to do something with her.
Garbage disposal.
Garbage disposal, naturally. Probably a garbage compactor somewhere. You can just like...
Jesus.
But you had the note about Baton Rouge Psychiatric.
Right. Do we have an address there?
You could find it easily. Find a Yellow Pages.
Right. I think, Tobias, what do you think? Should we go to Baton Rouge? Find this Elijah? Also, if you get a bruise on your face, that's on you. I try to give you some ice.
I think Tobias is in the back, and he might have an ice pack on Sarah's face. Is it Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah, Sarah.
Might have an ice pack on Sarah's face, and he'll just like... He's not going to say anything
to
Rodrick.
What the hell are you putting an ice pack on that woman's face?
That is a good question. Nothing has happened to her face.
Doing?
You don't know what's in her brain.
Fair.
Jesus Christ. And he'll kind of start driving towards the psychiatric facility.
Yeah, you guys start driving, and and Sarah's kind of mumbling to herself. You guys kind of, Tobias is giving you the cold shoulder, Rodrick. You reach up to turn the radio on, and at first you hear, something to talk about, the song by Bonnie Raitt. It's like that's like it's a pretty new song. It's like you hear just different music as you guys are listening, just kind of trying to fill the silence, right? And there's a bit where you hear this new song. You switch over to like a rock song. You hear this new song, and you hear, I don't know, the radio starts to go kind of funny. Like as you guys you maybe you kind of punch it a little bit, and it's like kind of staticky. You're kind of knocking it as you hear this new song, "Enter the Sandman," by Metallica. But it's like it's everything. Every now and then, you guys seem to go through a bad spot, and the radio seems to just be a little funny as you go. You guys eventually show up to Baton Rouge Psychiatric. Big hospital, big old school, one of those big old school scary psychiatric hospitals. The ones. They're like built like old Gothic churches. Like,
yeah.
Big
Arkham
intimidating.
Asylum.
Yeah, exactly. Very scary. You guys get there.
Gargoyles on the outsides and turrets.
Yeah, you pull up to the front, and and immediately some attendants, doctors kind of come out, and they're like, "Oh, hi, can we help you?" And it's very clear you have someone in the back of your car who's not well. They're like, "Oh, what's going on here?" What do you tell them? What do you tell them is going on with her?
Does Tobias do anything? Is he...
Okay, so on the way here, we would have talked about our plan.
Of course.
What is our plan?
Well, we gotta find Elijah. And I think we got a way into the psychiatric facility right here, sitting in the back seat with us. Not you, obviously.
How do you think we're going to get in to the facility?
With her. We need to check her in. She's not well.
Okay, so we can get in the front door, we can go into the front office, and we can check her in. What then?
Yeah.
Rodrick.
And we double check where Elijah is. Tobias, do we need to talk about something? Are we on the same side? I need creative solutions here.
We're on the same side. We don't have to like each other to work with each other.
Well, now you're
The
talking my
plan you're
language.
proposing to me is bullshit.
Well, by all means, Professor. Tell me what the plan is.
Oh, it's on me to make the plan, is it? You just want to come in with guns blazing, so I have to burn the midnight oil to figure out, okay. Give me a fucking second, Rodrick. Give me a goddamn second.
If you want
turn
to
that shitty music off.
Enter the Sandman. Okay, give me an intelligence roll type thing. You're trying to come up with a plan. This is a perfect opportunity to use your character skills. For things, right? You're trying to come up with a particular way to do this. Okay.
Success.
Yeah. 25
under 80.
Yeah, so you think that depending on, you don't know much about psychiatric hospitals particularly, but they probably, if you can get in the door, you can probably ask to see a patient. And if you'd imagine that you can probably visit, there's probably visiting hours, it's not late in the day. You think you could probably ask to visit a patient. You don't know how much one-to-one time you're going to get necessarily, or how secure it is. So yeah. You think it would not be crazy to speak to a patient at a psychiatric hospital.
Is that real?
Yeah. Especially in the 90s. Jeez.
Part of the game.
If you go to a hospital, you can't even see your next of kin unless you have
Nowadays.
Unless you're married.
Yeah, nowadays, because that's happened, because they don't want you asking about people.
Stuff.
This is the 90s, man.
Right,
It's Wild West.
We're in the 90s.
Okay.
Let's roll with it.
All right.
Just roll with it. Yeah, so you guys get there. You're telling them that Sarah needs to be admitted. Is that right?
Okay. If Tobias doesn't add anything, you'd be like, yeah, We're getting her in there. We're going to check her in. She's clearly got a problem. We are her friends, after all, Tobias. And we're going to check her in and make sure she's looked after. And while we're there,
Okay.
we're going to try and find Elijah.
Okay. You probably have, I'm going to say that you guys had the forethought to like grab her purse with her ID and stuff like that. So you have her basic information. She's obviously extremely unwell. What do you tell them is going on with her?
Probably tell her she's catatonic. Tell them she's catatonic and nothing else.
Okay, you know, they take you in. They take you into like a room where there's a doctor and a nurse, and you know they're asking you questions. They're obviously not getting a lot from her, as far as what's going on. They say, you know, does she, you know, if she does any drugs? Do you know this or this? You know, it's and at some point in time, you know, maybe she does start to kind of mumble a little bit to some of her responses, and the nurse kind of comes up. You know, kind of puts her ear down to Sarah's ear and comes up and kind of holds a hand over her mouth. She's like, "Doctor," she's talking about. You remember that other patient? The young man. Remember what he said?
Elijah?
And he kind of looks up at you. He kind of taps his fingers like, we have another. You said you're friends with this lady, with this young woman.
Yeah. Yeah, and I believe she's friends with Elijah. Is Elijah here?
You know Elijah. Yes, Mr. Felding. Yes, yeah, they are both here. Okay, this is very concerning because they're exhibiting very similar behavior. He has responded very well to some medication, but he came in like this. I'm really worried that they both got into the same substance, is what I'm worried about here. Some new designer drug or something like that. I can't get him to talk to me.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about that? Can you tell us what Elijah was presenting?
He kind of thinks for a second. He's like, listen, I can't get anything out of him, so I am going to share this with you. Listen, if you're his friends, it would be really nice if you could talk to him and convince him to tell you what he's on. Now that there's two of them, this is almost certainly they've taken something, and it has massively messed them up. This reminds me of a case, California. It doesn't matter, but it'd be really nice if you could talk to him if you're his friends. If you're their friends, and just get an idea of what this is so that we can help them. Because until we figure out what they're on, we're not going to be able to help them.
All right.
Is that agreeable to the both of you?
Sure.
He'll lead, this nurse will take this woman away, and he will lead you down the hallway. He's like, we have a visiting room down here, if you'd like to see him. Mr. Felding has been quite irate. When's the last time you saw him?
Oh, we've been and he kind of looks at Tobias.
His birthday.
His birthday.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, he's been very irate, so there's going to be some orderlies in there with you for your safety, unfortunately. He's been very touchy. Refuses to talk to any of the medical staff. So, again, if you could just figure out what he's on, that would help so much.
Can we bring Sarah in with us?
No, absolutely not. No, she needs to go and get assessed immediately. That girl is broken.
Or I believe it might be helpful for us. They're friends, and I'm gonna roll a persuade.
You're gonna need to do well
and get a failure.
Yeah, he's like, listen, I'm afraid not. She is in no state to defend herself, even. And frankly, Elijah is a pretty scary guy right now. So I think he's just unwell.
Is he restrained?
Yes, he is restrained, but where there's a will, there's a way, unfortunately.
All right.
Okay.
He brings you guys into a room, and he opens the door, and you see a young man who is is tied, or not tied, he is in a straitjacket. And he is disheveled and filthy. And when you guys come in, he is sitting in a straitjacket in a chair in the middle of the room, and there are two very large men who are standing to either side of him, and they're talking quietly to him. They're like, yeah, buddy, yeah, whatever you say. You know, kind of like placating him. He's like, oh, don't talk to me like I'm an idiot. You know, he's like, listen, he's like, oh, it's how I don't know, I don't know what football team LSU has. He's like asking about how the football team's doing or something. They're like, yeah, buddy, we'll get that for you as soon as we get out of here. Just visit with the nice people. He's like, I don't know what. He's like, quit talking to me like I'm brain dead. I'm not brain dead.
Stop patronizing me.
Yeah, stop patronizing me. And they're like, okay, calm down. He's like, I am calm. Like, kind of. As you guys come in the room, you see this. His head snaps over to you. He's like, who the fuck are you?
Would you like to see LSU play football?
Yeah, I would. Unfortunately, I'm too busy apparently sitting in a goddamn padded cell. Like some type of animal. Just want to watch some TV.
What if we got you a TV in here?
He's like, his eyes light up. He's like, oh, I'd like that a lot. And the two attendants are like they don't know about that. They're like, listen, he's been really dangerous. Like, they kind of say aside to you.
Well, he might be less dangerous if you treated him like a fucking human.
They're like, one of the guys kind of looks at you, Rodrick. He sizes you up. He's like, okay, you're a pretty big guy. He's like, I'll go get the cart. And he heads down and comes back in and has like, like in the 90s, the TV on the cart that you got, like when your teacher was out for the day and you're going to watch a movie in class. He like rolls in this big heavy cart with a VHS, he's like, and he puts on like the local sports network, and Elijah's like, finally. And they're doing like recaps. He's like, oh, come on, it's soccer. He's like, where's the football? It's like, he's like, and these two guys are just standing here watching him very closely. And again, he's in a straitjacket. This is wild. They seem very afraid of how threatening this man is, despite the fact he's restrained.
What's your team?
Oh, LSU's team. Whatever team that is.
The LSU Fox Runners.
The LSU, are they the Gators? Is that who they are?
There we go.
I think in this universe they should be the LSU Gators.
They are now. Nope, they're the Tigers. The LSU Tigers.
Oh, there we go.
Well, that makes so much sense.
The Tigers. Okay.
Tigers.
Yeah, the Tigers.
So what's your team?
Yeah, the Tigers.
Tigers?
Yeah.
You want to see the Tigers?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's nothing on right now, but this is better than nothing. Sitting in that fucking cell all day, he's like yelling at the orderlies.
We could probably hook you up, Elijah. We could probably get you some Tigers games.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's, what is it Monday? God, it's hard to know in here. Yeah, I think they're playing this weekend. Are they playing this? Well, it's December. It wouldn't make sense. It doesn't matter. He wants to see some football.
Would you like that, Elijah? If we could.
Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It'd be nice to get something, be nice to eat with a fork for once, too. But apparently I'm too scary, as he's like, kind of poking fun at the orderlies. No, I'm fine. I need out of here, is what I need. Can you talk to the doctor? Who are you?
It's a difficult question, Elijah. Have you been having any dreams?
Yeah, lots of dreams, but I don't want to talk about that right now. Listen, if you can help me get out of here, I have to go do some stuff. I have to do something, anything. I have to do something. I can't stay here. I can't. I'm in control. I'm in control.
I said Molly. Who is Molly to you?
Well, that's Sarah's roommate.
What about her?
She's fine. She's nice. Nurse, I think.
How about Sarah?
Sarah, she's great. I work with her. Me and Rashawn. He's like kind of starting to get kind of far away. He's like, no, I'm in control. I'm in control. It doesn't tell me what to do.
LSU Tigers, brother.
So, are you trying to just keep him talking? Is that what you're trying to do? Like,
Trying to dangle the carrot.
okay. He's like, what do you want to know? Like, what? Listen, I just want to get out of here, man. I'm in control. I'm the one who chooses.
Here's the thing, Elijah. We need to know about Singh.
Sean, he's great. He's smart, man. Smarter than the rest of us. Jesus. He named it after himself, you know? He called it after himself. The Sing Circuit?
The Sing Circuit.
No. I'm in control. It does not control me. It does not control me. I decide when, or he's in a straitjacket, right? So as long as you're like, no. I decide when to press the button. It doesn't tell me anything. I decide. I'm in control. And he goes to like stand up, and one of the orderlies puts a hand on his shoulder and pushes it back down. He's like, fuck you.
Well, if you had a magic wand, Elijah, what would you wish for?
That I would have never have answered that fucking call.
Call?
That when Rashawn called, that I would have never picked up. I would have gone back, would have done my homework, I would have seen my girlfriend, I would have gone watch fucking football. No. I'm in control. I decide.
Well, your choices right now, they matter. And right now you can help us understand where the hell Rashawn is right now.
Rashawn is he's either at the labs or he's at home. It's one or the other. He hides over in the mechanical engineering labs, even though that's not where he's really supposed to work. But he hides over there. He's got a little nook. And I don't care what his fucking circuit says. I am in control. I decide. It does not decide for me. And
All right. And just let us, where is his home? Let us know where his home is, Elijah.
He'll tell you, he's like, he lives in the graduate dorms, even though he's not a grad student. He's down in the grad dorms because he's international. He's a fucking,
And
if you see him, you tell him. And he kind of lurches towards you, and the orderlies grab him. He's now struggling. He's like, you tell him, I don't care what his fucking circuit says. I decide. I am in control. And he's like frothing now. And they're like, and orderlies are like, okay, I think we're done here. And they start hauling him out. You can say something else on the way out as he's going. You got any parting shots as they're like literally manhandling him out?
Elijah, what would you say, aside from us conveying that message, what would you say to him if you could see him again, Roshan?
I'm in control. I decide.
What would? Oh, God damn it!
You'll find that freaking Lab 42. I decide. You tell him that he doesn't tell me. His circuit doesn't tell me what to do. I decide as he's being pulled out the door. The doctor.
Jesus.
The doctor kind of comes back in. He's like, I'll assume that wasn't super productive.
Well, it's, I think you need to look after that one.
Yes, sounds like he's regressed quite significantly, which is excellent that we get to deal with that now. So, I'll be asking you gentlemen, I think we're done here. That being said, if you do find anything about what him and his friend have been taking, please let us know.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know. Just make sure that they stay here and maybe don't let them fuck around with TVs and electronics.
Well, yeah, and even as you say that, like the TV itself is like on the fritz. Like maybe one of the orderlies comes back in and like is like kind of standing there, just kind of watching the screen for a second, and it kind of goes on the fritz, and he like reaches up there and gives it a whack, and nothing seems to work, and he just kind of shrugs and turns it off. And the doctor's like, yes, they do seem to be perturbed by electronic devices. Well, let's get you gentlemen back out of here. We will. I'm gonna assume you gave them a fake number.
Yeah.
when they ask you for contact info, it's like,
yeah,
we will be in touch about Sarah.
Maybe a pager. If we get a pager
yes, we
number
will
or something.
page you about Miss Meyer when
All right.
when she recovers. And you guys are back out in your car.
Tobias, what do you think?
Hard to say.
Well, it sounds like we got to get back to the graduate dorms or the engineering labs 4 to 2.
Which one do you guys want to go to? Like, I just need to know where we're going.
Tobias?
Okay. So what did Elijah say explicitly?
He pretty much just said he's the one who chooses. He seems to loosely think that Roshan is responsible for his torment and his loss of control and agency in the world. Just like broad strokes.
Elijah said something about Roshan has like a hidey hole somewhere, or he like posts up in the whatchamacallit lab.
Lab 42.
Okay, let's go there.
All right, back to the labs where we got kicked out.
Yes. So you guys were kicked out of like a more of like administrative building. There are kind of like labs, right? Like actually like student labs, which are nearby, which are going to be more like kind of like over in this area. And there are signage on the doors and whatnot. It's the summer, so it's fairly quiet. Though it's getting towards the end of the business day. So you guys are. Like, it's probably, like, almost 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So as you guys are making your way up, like, to the building itself, you're able to get in. And this is like a very stark building. This is, like, hardcore, like, mechanical and electrical engineering labs with, like, small study rooms and stuff. And if you guys ask, like at a front desk or something, like, hey, where's lab 42? They're like 42. Geez, that's fucking hell and gone. That's like way off on the other end. Like that's like all the way at the end of the annex. It's like the last one. They're like, yeah, that's just you're meeting someone, or you guys are able to say whatever you need to say to get them off your case. Essentially, they're like, yeah, that's like way out there. And you guys head up on this, like, 3rd floor all the way down to this, like, far, far away lab. And you see that all the other labs, it's getting maybe just a little... The sunset's just kind of to start outside. And you see that down at the very, very end of the hallway, you see that this lab with the glass door, or the glass window on the door, you see that there is light coming out of the door. And as you guys approach... you hear a steady clicking sound. Just a click, click, click. It's not completely steady like a metronome necessarily, but you can just hear like a mechanical snapping, clicking sound as you guys approach the door.
Rodrick would probably raise his firearm. Yeah. And he kind of like makes his own click in time with the other clicks.
You time it?
I think it's go time is what I think that is.
And Tobias steps back.
Yeah, hands up. As you guys approach the door, there's like a moment where the fluorescent lights kind of shimmer and like, kind of, not shimmer, it's not the word, flicker, as you guys approach. And if you approach the door or the window and look through, you see a man, a young Indian guy, and he is sitting on the floor. and there are tables, and you can see this looks to be more like a storage room than really a lab. Like this has been used as a storage room. But you see that there are papers all over the desk, and you see that he is sitting on the floor, his back to like a cabinet, like an upright cabinet, and he's sitting there on the ground, feet out in front of him, with a very similar device to what Sarah had. And he's holding it in his left hand, and he's clicking it, but he is writing. He has a notebook on his lap, and he's writing. And you hear him kind of talking to himself as he does, but he's like, looks at it, and he click, and again, same as what you saw Sarah. He sits there, the light, and nothing happens. And maybe you sit and watch for like 20, 30 seconds. Nothing happens, and he's like, and then the light goes on, and he clicks it. But he clicks it like just after the light comes on. And he kind of rubs his chin. He's just like, and you can kind of hear him totally talking to himself as he continues to write notes. And there's papers all over the room.
Rodrick will have his gun out at this point.
Yeah.
He'll have opened the door, snuck into the room. I assume Roshan would have not really noticed because he's absorbed in what he's doing.
I'm going to say he is not that absorbed. He's not catatonic like Sarah was. So if you want to try to sneak in there on him, you're going to have to make me a roll.
Let's try that. That's a fail.
Sneak in there.
Fair.
30 over 10.
You open the door.
So he'll have his sidearm out.
Okay. You've got your gun down. Are you like pointing it at his face? Or...
No. He's just kind of,
Okay.
ready.
You're pushed forward and you open the door, and of course that last 3 inches of door just has to go, and he looks up. Okay, maybe not just the last 3 inches. It was
That's the noise
very
of doors. That's all I hear doors where I came from.
So you open the door, and he notices that you're in there, that you're coming in there, and he kind of starts. He's like, "Oh God, I'm sorry." But he sees the gun in your hand, and he's like, his hands kind of like go up. He's got this device in his left hand and his pencil in his right. He's like, "Oh, hello."
Okay, all right, Roshan, put the device down. Just put it down.
Okay. And he very carefully puts the device down on the floor next to his thigh and raises his hand. He's like, "I'm sorry, I did not mean to be here after hours. I have an ID."
That's okay. We need to talk to you. And he'll kind of go over, grab the device, and maybe put it in his back pocket.
Okay. Yeah, you just kind of stick it in your back pocket. Tobias, you see as Rodrick... Oh, can he hear me? Oh, no, he can't. Now he can. Okay. So you stick the device in your back pocket. You pick it up, you still have your gun. You're not like pointing your gun at him. Tobias, you see Rodrick stick the device in his back pocket, and you can see the device. It is you can tell it is another handmade device. A little different, right? But you can see the innards of it. You can see the internals a little bit, and you can tell this is probably basically the same device that you saw at Sarah's.
Right.
He's like, I'm sorry, I do not know what is going on. Am I in trouble?
Well, you know Elijah and Sarah?
Yes, they are my friends.
Yeah, they're not doing so well. We don't know what you've done to them.
What do you mean?
They're very, very sick.
Something happened to them.
Well, and he kind of takes out the button from his back pocket, and he almost tries to click it, but then he hesitates, and he looks at it and he says, "Sarah had one of these too, and now she's in the hospital."
Yes, I shared the design with her, and I worked on it with Elijah.
Well, Roshan, how many other people have you designed with?
I think I took it to the professors, and I showed it to them. They took the copy I had. I showed it to Professor Charles. He was there. He was the one who gave me the idea. And his hands are still up,
Professor
and you're
Charles.
and you're not pointing the gun at him still. Like, you know, you're just standing there
Right,
with a gun in your hand.
Tell me about your circuit.
I'm still trying to understand it, and he kind of like, again, his hands are up. I assume you guys have closed the door. You're like standing in this little room now.
Yeah.
So you guys are standing here,
Well-
and he's still sitting on his ass. Right? He's like,
Look, John, I need to strongly encourage you to stop talking about the circuit. You need to stop.
These are my studies. This is what I'm here to do. The circuit is fascinating. I'm still trying to understand it. And he like points down, hands still up. He points down to the journal in his lab. He's like, I am still trying to understand it myself. I am, and as you guys are sitting here watching this guy kind of talk, you get the feeling too that he might be on the edge, right? Mm-hmm. Like he is also mentally starting to crack. He kind of, it seems he's sweaty. It looks like he hasn't bathed recently. There are like crumpled up papers all over the place. He's been
so Tobias is gonna like go over to Rodrick and like kind of like put a hand on his shoulder and be like, let's tone this down a little bit.
Hey man,
now
this shit's dangerous.
Tell me about your circuit. I think it's genius. It's
fascinating. I am trying to understand it. There's something going on here where electronically this circuit should not even, the charge should not even reach the other end of the device, but what this does, it actually, there's something going on here.
Hey, listen, Tobias, I told you we gotta stop thinking about this thing. We gotta stop talking about this thing. And Roshan, you need to stop talking right now.
Rodrick. And I'll actually like turn over to him and be like, put a finger in his face. Rodrick, do you remember the first part of our mission? And like whispering to him, we need to recruit this man. He has crucial intelligence.
Do you remember that bruise on your face last time you tried to understand what was going on? So get your shit together and get your job done. Kind of trying to persuade him to like get his shit together without trying to understand what the fuck is going on. In the most characteristically Rodrick way. Like, I get the sense that Rodrick knows what's going on, but he's trying to, like, just shuffle things along to what needs to happen action-wise. Tobias, you mentioned we had a bit of a signing bonus, didn't we? He's going to try and, like, help him along.
Hey, Roshan, we're going to level with you. We know about your circuit, and we are interested.
What do you mean, interested? I do not understand. Am I in trouble?
We'd like to partner with you.
He's like looking at the gun still.
No,
he's like,
you're not in trouble with you.
Okay. Can we put the gun
Looks
away?
over his shoulder and tells Rodrick to fuck off. We are interested in your circuit.
I am I'm glad. It is very interesting. The professors were not. I do not think they see what I am seeing here. They did not believe me.
Well, we do. My organization sees what you see, and we believe what you believe.
Oh, who do you work with? Are you with the Pentagon Annex? I was going to go take it there next.
That would be the worst possible thing you could do.
Oh, okay. Well, what should I do with it? I want to help.
You don't understand what you've stumbled upon. Now, let me offer you an investment up front.
Investment?
An investment. I would like to buy your circuit for $20,000.
What?
With opportunities for employment.
That is. I mean, that is incredible. I mean, yes, I suppose. Do I get to continue to work on it, or
Absolutely.
okay? I would love to be a part of this. Listen. I think I need to be very upfront here. I put it together, and I think I tweaked it a little bit, but I do not think that I cannot claim all of the credit. Elijah helped, and Sarah did, and they should probably get some of the money. And then, and Dr. Charles had also been a part of it. He was the one who gave me the idea.
Is that Dr. Charles Sigmund?
No, Dr. David Charles. He works in the nuclear
Now,
lab.
is he
Or no, the
a
mechanical
doctor
lab.
or professor?
He's a
'Cause
doctor.
I know they're a little funny about that.
He's both. He's both. He's a doctor and a professor. He's a doctor and a professor. He works down at the. He doesn't typically work in the nuclear lab. I saw him on a week ago. He was, I was there and I was trying to figure out how to pack all of these boards into such a small space, and he suggested I try. He wanted into the lab, and so I saw him. I saw him trying to get into the lab, which I thought was a little bit peculiar. But he offered to help me if I would let him into the trigger lab, the reactor laboratory.
Okay. Well, for now, and he's going to gingerly try and take the journal away from him.
Uh-huh.
For now, we need to get you situated in your new research facilities, get you signed on,
Okay.
and make sure that you get some rest, because we saw that Elijah and Sarah are very tired from this, and we don't want you to burn out in the same way.
What is today?
Today is a Wednesday.
It's a Monday.
It's a Wednesday.
He's like, okay. I think I've. Yes, I don't think I've slept very much. Maybe I could go back to my apartment and get some things. And rest.
We can come with you.
Okay. $20,000. That is a lot of money.
Roshan, you need to understand the reason we are coming through and being so enthusiastic about this is we truly believe in what you got here. And we wouldn't want anybody, including Dr. Professor David Charles,
Who are you with?
taking
again?
We're with the RAND Institute.
Rand. I have heard of Rand. I never thought they would reach out to me.
Well,
Today's your lucky
your
day.
good work speaks for itself.
Okay.
So
well, yes.
can Rodrick try and expedite this to try and get hold of Duke and get him to pick this guy up and
Yeah, I think
basically handle him with the button and the journal?
Yeah, so if you guys, you can probably get him out. Do you want to go with him to his apartment, or what do you want to do with him?
Not really. I want to just
Okay.
hand him off, but
Okay.
I don't know
Well,
if
what
he's
you
going to
can-
insist on going to his apartment.
Well, he will tell you. He's like, I live right. It's like right across the street. It's like not far. It's like a 10-minute walk or something, right? It's pretty close. The halls they lives in.
Okay.
He's like, and you guys can get a hold of a phone. I'm gonna say that both of you get on the phone with Duke. All right, hello, this is Duke. Walker, Crane, what do we got?
Found Roshan, but he's like weirdly trying to get us into his apartment.
Have you secured this whatever he's working on? This thing that has unnatural properties?
Oh, no. We should probably go into his apartment.
Well, we've got this here 2 button and his journal. I don't know what else there is to clean up.
You have physical custody of him at this moment.
Correct.
All right. I'm going to send some people. They can scour his apartment, figure out what else he has. Have you plugged the leaks? Are there any leaks that need to be plugged? Rather.
Kind of turns to Tobias and says, there's probably one or two. We've got a couple in the Baton Rouge psychiatric facility, but otherwise there's just one outstanding that we need to look at.
What's the outstanding one?
Professor David Charles, Dr. Professor David Charles to his friends.
You hear the sound of what kind of sounds like a choke on the back side of the other phone. Like, I'm sorry, what did you say?
Dr. Charles. Xavier.
I don't think that was a part of
Never
it. I think
mind,
you're making that
Xavier.
part up.
I am.
You're sure about that?
That's what Roshan said.
What was this Dr. Charles's involvement?
Well, shit, he was trying to get into the lab.
What lab?
The lab that Roshan Singh was working on.
Was it the nuclear lab?
Yeah.
God damn it. Alright. You go with Rashawn. Or stay where you are. I'm sending people immediately. They're going to be there within. They're probably going to have to come all the way from New Orleans, god damn it. You can hear the sound of him like moving around on his phone. He's like, I have to do some things. Listen, they're going to come pick you up. As soon as they pick them up, you guys are done. You guys are done. Just make sure you do a handoff with our agents. They're going to be flying under the Rand flag, crane. So, do the handoff with your people, and they're going to take Rashawn. Whatever you have heard today, put it out of your mind. Okay?
Well, I've been trying. And he kind of looks at he looks at Tobias.
Okay.
Already done.
We're right here, Duke. Do you need us to take care of Professor Charles?
Professor Charles is no longer in Baton Rouge, or, for that matter, New Orleans, as far as I'm concerned. I have to go. Okay? I will see... You will likely not hear from me again. Gentlemen, thank you for your good work on this. I want you to hand Rashawn off to the men that are coming. Do not
All right.
mention David Charles, Rashawn, or these other two to anyone. Understand?
Yes, sir.
He hangs up the phone. What are you guys thinking as you're sitting here and Rashawn is like, there, I don't know, having a snack or something from a vending machine, waiting to get directions from you guys? What are you guys thinking?
I think Rodrick thinks this is a job well done. Like, best case scenario. We did our jobs, we handed off. It's just an easy delivery.
Within probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, the sun's gone down, the sounds of the crickets is loud, the crickets and the frogs are loud. Eventually, some men who identify themselves as, representatives of the Rand Corporation, they show up and they really roll out the red carpet for this Rashawn kid. They really, they're like, oh, let's go get you some dinner. We're really eager to, they got very much the feel of, recruiters, right? Like, oh, they're going to show him a night on the town. They're going to butter him up and try to get him in. And they, as they're working with him, one of them probably moves over to you guys and says, hey, good work here. I'm told you have a version of the device.
Right here. He'll happily hand it over.
Yeah, the agent that you're talking to has like a big padded container, like a big thick steel
The foam.
padded container, and doesn't want to touch it. He's like, "Oh, just go ahead and put it in there." He like has
All
you put it in there.
And he's like about to click it. He's like,
Do you click it?
And he just dumps it in there. No, he just dumps it in there.
Okay. Are you sure? Are you sure you don't click it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, and the thing is,
He's like trying to make it very apparent that he didn't click it, like, and trying to be, friendly.
Yep. They take the device, they take Rashawn, and they drive off into the night, leaving Tobias and Rodrick here with a long drive back to New Orleans ahead of you. And that, my friends, will be the end of Delta Green, the button.
Amazing.
Not an explosive ending.
I feel like we survived. That was best case scenario.
What you could
Other
have.
operation well handled.
Oh, so well. That was our most competent operation, where there's a bit of friendly fire.
A little friendly
Is
fire.
there an epilogue?
There is an epilogue. I'm glad you asked, Sean. There's an epilogue. There's an epilogue. You see, we pull back and we see a scene where we see Agent Duke speaking into the microphone of the phone, and he tells you, as he's telling you guys, I have to go. There's some things I have to do. I have to figure this out. Don't tell anyone anything you've seen. Put it out of your mind. I have to go. He hangs up the phone, and we're like looking at him from his back, and he's like, fuck. And about that time, you hear someone say, "Hey, Willicott, you coming?" And he turns around, and you see Bill Willicott. And he's like, I'm not gonna make it tonight, guys. Hey, go have a drink on me, or go have a drink one for me. I gotta finish up here. They're like, fine, Bill, we'll catch you later. And they're like, it's like a bunch of other. We see now that we're in like an FBI field office, and they're like, all right, see you later, man. And they all kind of bumble out, and you see the files in front of him laid out there, and you see that there is a clipping of a newspaper that says the French Quarter Cannibal.
Oh.
And he has David Charles's name circled in red pen. And that's where we cut it.
I thought I recognized that name. Nice.
Bill Willicott.
All right, gentlemen. Well, that will do it for this one. Little quick side game without Brad, unfortunately. But
very intriguing. I feel like we need closure, though, Joe.
You need closure. Okay, well we can do closure. We can do closure in a sanity check. Listen, everyone listening or watching, thank you so much for joining us. This has been a bit of a long one for us. We don't typically run this long, but with technical difficulties, this one's been a marathon. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, you want to get these a week early? Head over. You want to get sanity checks? Head over to the Patreon. You know the whole spiel. Blake, Carson, Andrew, thank you for joining us over there. You keep us going.
Yeah.
We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Blake, Carson, and Andrew.
We will catch you next time. Gentlemen, thank you again for coming up for this one. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. Yeah.
We will catch you next time. And remember, everyone, stay safe. Stay sane. Bye.
Bye.